Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm your English teacher. Today we're going to do another lesson from your workbook English textbook. Lesson number 5, Birbal's Trip to Paradise. Comprehension. Read this passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. So we haven't provided with a passage this sort. Now let's read it and try to solve the exercises. Nasruddin and the pot. One day Nasruddin borrowed a pot from his neighbor Ali. The next day he brought it back with another little pot inside. "That's not mine," said Ali. "Yes, it is," said Nasruddin. "While your pot was staying with me, it had a baby." Sometime later, Nasruddin asked Ali to lend him a pot again. Ali agreed, hoping that he would once again receive 2 pots in return. However, days passed, and Nasruddin had still not returned the pot. Finally, Ali lost patience and went to demand his property. "I'm sorry," said Nasruddin. "I can't give you back your pot since it has died." "Died?" screamed Ali. "How can a pot die?" "Well," said Nasruddin, "you believed me when I told you that your pot had a baby." That story is funny and interesting at the same time. See, once again, you witnessed another story of Nasruddin Hoxha, the legendary wise man. Take the correct options to complete these sentences. Here, I have already solved the exercises, the questions, but some of the exercises are left to be done by you only. You should try this in your own workbook textbook first. Try to solve it yourself without looking. And after that, you can check it out here. Nasruddin borrowed a pot. That is the correct answer, a pot. Ali hoped that Nasruddin would give him 2 pots. That's it. Out of the 4 options, give him 2 pots. The C is the correct option. Complete these sentences. When Nasruddin borrowed the pot again, he did not return it. "I can't give your pot back because it died." "You believed me when I told you that your pot had a baby." We have a vocabulary. Using a dictionary, confusing words. Use a dictionary to find the meanings of these words. Admit, addict, assist, commit, consist, depict, forbid, emit, enlist, enrich. The meaning may differ from one dictionary to another, so you should also write the name of the dictionary which you are using, whether it's Oxford or Cambridge or any other dictionary. You have to try this yourself. Next, we have another exercise. Complete these sentences by choosing the correct words from the bracket. "This boy cannot Hear properly. H-E-A-R. Hear properly. Please finish the whole sandwich. W-H-O-L-E. Whole. Complete sandwich. Okay. Bobby has done quite well in the examinations. I'm going to wear my new dress today. Raise your right hand. The mat threw the garbage in the dustbin. Big dustbin. I have a loose tooth. It will come out anytime. You are a good singer, said my father. Martha is in mourning because her grandmother died. Warm bread complements any meal. Lay the clothes over the table and then set the vase flowers on it. We have grammar, simple and continuous tenses. English has three simple tenses: present, past, and future. Present tense tells you what is going on right now. The present form shows action or a state of being that is occurring now, that is generally true, or that is always happening. Let me read it out again. You should underline it in your textbook. Present tense tells you what is going on right now. The present form shows action or a state of being that is occurring now, that is generally true, or that is always happening. Let us look at the two types of present tense. Simple present. It is used when the action takes place now. For example, I want you to help me now. The action is something that happens regularly. For example, I go to school every day. You are describing actions that are generally true. For example, the sun sets in the west. Present continuous. It is used to describe an action occurring at the time of speaking. For example, I'm eating my lunch. He is kicking the ball. There are many ways of talking about the past in English, but the two main ones are the simple past and the past continuous. Simple past, it is used when you are talking about an action that took place at a specific point in the past and is now finished. For example, I kicked the ball and scored a goal. I watered the garden yesterday. Past continuous. It is used to talk about a long action that carried on in the past. The past continuous is often used to describe what people were doing when something else happened. For example, I was reading a book yesterday. They were singing when I arrived at the theater. Let us look at the future tense. Simple future. It is used when you are talking about an action that will happen in the future. For example, mother will bake a cake tomorrow. We will go to Simla next week. Future continuous. It expresses an action that will happen in the future and continue for a certain period of time. For example, she will be completing her project. They will be going to the market. Complete these sentences with the simple present tense forms of the given verbs. Piyush uses his laptop every day. I get up at 8 o'clock every morning. My mother is a doctor. She leaves home at 9 o'clock. My train leaves at 12:30, so I need to be at the station by 12. The store opens at 9:30 in the morning. Moscow is the capital of Russia. My father speaks 2 foreign languages. We usually play cricket, but sometimes we play basketball. Complete these sentences with the present continuous tense forms of the given verbs. We are writing the letter at the moment. Look, the puppy is playing with a ball. We are running now. Listen, they are singing. They are playing football at the moment. His friends are watching television at this moment. I'm doing my homework now. My grandparents are having breakfast at the moment. Complete these sentences with the simple past tense forms of the given verbs. The boy closed the door. I waited with her for the bus. Charu arrived with her parents. My father cooked the lunch yesterday. Yesterday I stayed at home all day. He helped his sisters with her homework. We visited the orphanage on Sunday. She wrote a letter to her grandmother. Complete these sentences with the past continuous tense forms of the given verbs. Arun was studying when the telephone rang. They were watching television when Sina arrived. We were shopping when we met Rita. I was playing tennis at the time. When I was making lunch, Sana called me. Rahul was doing his homework when his mother asked him for help. While I was crossing the street, a car had punctured. The teacher was talking when the books arrived. The pupils were playing when the bell rang. Complete these sentences with the simple future tense forms of the given verbs. When I'm 18, I will learn to drive a car. I will do my homework in the afternoon. My brother will bake a chocolate cake for the children. I will talk to my son about his sport test results. This time tomorrow I will swim in the ocean. I will meet you at 6 p.m. outside the restaurant. I will write the essay for you provided you give me a treat. I have decided that I will become a doctor. I will travel to different corners of India next month. I'm really tired today. I will do my exercises tomorrow. Complete these sentences with the future continuous forms of the given verbs. I will be driving the car this time tomorrow. I'm not sure, but they will be asking everyone to give their names and addresses. Will you be reading this detective story anytime soon? What will you be doing this evening? It is her birthday tomorrow. She will be 11. Will you be at home in the evening? I will be going to the mall next door for some time. We will be spending some days in Portugal. Do you want to come with us? I can't see you on Saturday. I will be visiting my grandparents. What will you be studying in history next year? I will be watching the match around this time next Sunday. Now we have writing section, character sketch. What kind of a person do you think was Birbal? Write 6 to 8 sentences about him using the words from the list given below. You may add your own words. Witty meaning clever, smart, or wise. Favorite, cleverest, intelligent, plant. Using these words, you can construct your own 6 to 8 sentences about character Birbal. You can try this, it will be fun. Using these 5 words, you can make sentences with 1 word each in the sentence. With these 5 words, you already got 5 sentences, and you can use some extra words, extra adjectives to describe this character Birbal. You can try this, students. All the best. Now let's have a look at those grammar sections we just read here. Let us look at the future tense. Simple future. It is used when you are talking about an action that will happen in the future. For example, mother will bake a cake tomorrow. She will go to Simla next week. Future continuous. It expresses an action that will happen in the future and continue for a certain period of time. For example, she will be completing her project. They will be going to the market. Now let's see. English has 3 simple tenses: present, past, and future. Present tense tells you what is going on right now. The present form shows action or a state of being that is occurring now, that is generally true, or that is always happening. Let us look at the 2 types of present tense. Simple present, it is used when the action takes place now. For example, I want you to help me now. The action is something that happens regularly. For example, I go to school every day. You are describing actions that are generally true. For example, the sun sets in the west. Present continuous, it is used to describe an action occurring at the time of speaking. For example, I am eating my lunch, he is kicking the ball. There are many ways of talking about the past in English, but the 2 main ones are the simple past and the past continuous. Simple past, it is used when you are talking about an action that took place at a specific point in the past and is now finished. For example, I kicked the ball and scored a goal. I watered the garden yesterday Past continuous. It is used to talk about a long action that carried on in the past. The past continuous is often used to describe what people were doing when something else happened. For example, I was reading a book yesterday. They were singing when I arrived at the theater.